celebrate like the new year. It's like you know what you're doing. Move till you're losing control. Oh, put up your glass for a toast now. Let's make it last till the sundown. Tell them we made it, you know. Oh, tonight we gonna make it loud. Let's get up, let's get way too wild. They cannot take away from ya. What's inside, see it shine on ya. You shine like diamond. You keep it bright, keep on burning like a fire. You light me up, or you light me like a lighter. Feels like this could be something, yeah. Let's celebrate like the new year. It's like you know what you're doing. Move till you're losing control. Oh, put up your glass for a toast now. Let's make it last till the sundown. Tell them we made it, you know. But I'm praying harder. We went far, but we going farther.
I can fall and lose it all, but I don't mind tonight. Everything is nothing now. I'm taking back my life. 'Cause you make me wanna do the things I would never do. I'm moving on, never fighting what's inside of me. I don't know if it's dream or reality. 'Cause your lies and your pain makes me wanna scream. But I'm finding a way that will set me free. I'm so addicted to you. I'm so conflicted with you. Why can't you see that we're through? Better believe that it's true. I should have opened my eyes, seen through your ugly disguise. You were destined to be my greatest enemy. Let me be, just go away. I'll leave in this mess. You've done your part, you broke my heart. I'll leave with no regrets. 'Cause you make me wanna do the things I would never do. I'm moving on, never fighting what's inside of me. I don't know if it's dream or reality. 'Cause your lies and your pain makes me wanna scream. But I'm finding a way that will set me free. I'm so addicted to you. I'm so conflicted with you. Why can't you see that we're through? Better believe that it's true. I should have opened my eyes, seen through your ugly disguise. You were destined to be my greatest enemy. You try to take the best of me. Nothing you will do will stop this fire. You try to break what's left of me. You don't know what pain is till we're done. I'm moving on as I'm fighting what's inside of me. I don't know if it's dream or reality. 'Cause your lies and your pain makes me wanna scream. But I'm finding a way that will set me free. I'm so addicted to you. I'm so conflicted with you. Can't you see that we're working? Can't believe we're through. I should have opened my eyes, seen through your ugly disguise. You were destined to be my greatest enemy.
And welcome to the show. It's a Wednesday night, Studio 67. Do not adjust your sets. Our guest co-host tonight, filling in for Klopp. He's just a giant, the gentle giant from Iroquois Falls. We saw him at the Just Jordan Arena, one hockey game with the Storm. Jay Knowles joining us. He's from Iroquois Falls, and you're a fire department firefighter, Jay.
Yes. Hey, everybody. My name's Jay. I'm great to be hosting with you guys tonight. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great show.
It's going to be a great show tonight, and we thank you for joining us and filling in for Klopp's seat here this evening. Klopp watching from Toronto. He's waiting for that the flight back to TO. And of course, the main attraction for tonight's show, Ritual Studio Tattoos. She's an exceptional tattoo artist here in this city. 184 Third Ave, Roxalana joining us from Ritual Studios. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me.
And you're here to tell us all about what's going to be happening on Saturday. Now, I know a lot of hush-hush was... You can't reveal too many of the details, but of course, having you in the studio, you're going to reveal some of the details for this flash event, the Halloween flash event on Saturday.
Yes, I'm going to lay it all out here.
Yeah, ready to go. And of course, those who might know Roxalana, if you've picked up a tattoo, type it in the comments. And again, we're going to have Ronnie fire up the link to Ritual Studios in our comment section. People can go and check out your amazing work.
Thank you. Yes.
And you've been at it, what, 3 years now in this this fine city?
Yeah, so I've had Ritual Studio for almost 3 years now. I've been into tattooing for 4 years, and I actually used to be a mine engineer, so it was a huge career shift. But once I got into tattooing, it was such a click. I couldn't deny it. I had tried a bunch of art forms before, since I am such an artist, but it was never presented as a real career to go into the arts. So that's why I went the engineering route, which is very crazy different. So I did a few things like mural painting, photography, all sorts of stuff, first just to see what I liked. And I realized I hated being alone all the time. So once I did tattooing, it was like, boom, perfect. Everything I love all in one package. So I have 2 other artists that work at my shop,
yes.
Rowan and MJ. I have trained both of them. Rowan has been at the shop for about 2 years, but they have been doing tattooing on people for about a year, and they've just recently graduated from apprentice to first level tattoo artist.
Wow, first level. Yeah. Now, how many levels are there when it comes to tattooing?
So there's 3 of them, and it's basically levels to independence. So the 3rd level is you no longer need me at all. We're now equals, and we're just both
like hovering. If you watch those tattoo shows on late night on TV, HGTV. You're kind of watching like a bird on a perch, making sure that obviously
yes.
It is a pretty serious job. You don't want to make any errors at all. No errors when it comes to tattoo.
No, it has to be perfect. You have to have utmost presence. You need to really care about it. Every stroke has an intention to it. You can't just slap it together and say good enough, because it is on someone for life. It is a body modification that is permanent. And it often has a story attached to it. It often has something meaningful. And not only the product that you carry with you after a tattoo, it's the experience. You will always remember the tattoo artist that tattooed. You'll always remember how they made you feel and what happened during it, no matter what. So we always try to make sure that the experience is utmost quality every single time. If we're not feeling okay, we're like, nope, we're gonna make sure we do this when it's perfect. We don't, we don't mess around with that.
Don't mess around with that. And again, you don't want to mess around with, the chance of missing out on your themed Halloween flash event. Now, I know it was hush hush. What's the theme for this Saturday? We're going to be chatting about that?
Yeah, so it is Alice in Wonderland.
Okay.
So I will be Alice. We have the whole crew dressing up, and we're converting the whole studio to a Wonderland, and we're super excited to show you guys that because we really went all out. So yeah, that's our theme for this our first annual flash event. So we do plan on having one every year.
Every
Nice.
single
Yeah.
year. Wow. And here I'm the tattoo virgin here on the panel saying I don't have any ink. Jay says he doesn't know if he has any more room for ink.
I like the spectrum here. It's
Right?
great. But
Yes.
it's great because I'm so used to the virgins coming in. I'm so used to the well-seasoned ones. So
The
this is
well-seasoned.
perfect.
So-
The
so-
well-seasoned.
But how about for someone who is maybe thinking of a tattoo, like myself, and again, it's not something you just say, I want to, the full beer can on my arm, which is a good choice, but you got to put a lot of time, a lot of consideration, and of course, you got to realize that this is going to be permanently on you unless you get it lasered off.
Yes, and that is quite a process. Don't recommend that.
Oh, yeah.
Don't recommend it. It's not an eraser. It's a laser. It's interesting because tattoos, they're very meaningful. You got to really think about it. But at the same time, there's just something about getting it spontaneously where you're like, I'm just going to get that. And like, it captures a moment on you and like this piece of history. Like there's my very first tattoo that I did was like on myself, and it's my logo. And I love watching it fade. I love watching, like, getting a bug bite on it, and it wrecks part of it. But I love it because it shows me the passage of time in a way that
100%.
is really important because life it has an end point and time is not forever. And tattoos kind of reinforce that
They
you are
kind of tell
living
you
in the
at the
moment.
time. Yeah, you're living in the moment.
Yeah.
And of course, it takes you back to the moment of where you had that thought and vision to get that design on a part of your body.
Yeah, and it also kind of showcases the fluidity that you go through, where you love something, then it totally changes its meaning because of different experiences,
100%.
and you move on to different styles, and it's interesting to be able to tangibly see the evolution of yourself.
Well, I find when I was younger, I did a lot of spontaneous.
Yeah.
I did. I just wanted to get one.
Spontaneous.
And a lot of them have no meaning, but when I look at them, it brings back a lot of memories.
It does.
I find as I get older, they all are meaningful now. Whereas before, I have a lot of stuff that's not.
Yes, and I have to give my parents little kudos. They were very anti-tattooing, so I really only started getting tattoos like my mid-20s. So, and the viewpoint I had when I was younger, like 18 even, to being in mid-20s, like I really realized where it's like, wow, this is on me, and other people see it, and it says something.
Yeah.
So I need to stand by what I put on, and it's like, that's who I am now, right?
Yeah.
And not everyone's going to like it, and that's not the point, but you need to feel right about it, being like, this is me. This is a declaration of me, and I can stand by that. And I didn't fully appreciate that aspect of it until I was older. So I do appreciate part of my parents dissuading me from this, that my tattoo choices are very different than what they would have been if I started when I was 16.
Well, my mother actually signed for my first two when I was 15. And the funny story is both of them are covered.
Ah, yes, very classic.
They were geckos, though. They were that was a cool thing at the time was
Yes.
geckos. So I had them on my shoulder blade, but it didn't last very long.
Well, it's either that, you get the gecko, you got to go into car insurance, right?
Not to be confused with
set now.
Geico. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I do definitely, I say warning against the super trendy tattoos unless you really vibe with that aesthetic. Like, it's not as timeless as you may think it may be. But you can always cover up, and I love doing cover-up, so.
And again, if someone does have, a botched tattoo, when it comes to the cover-ups, what is a consultation with you? Do they just book it? Do you allow walk-ins, or would you rather someone make that appointment with you?
So we have a kind of a whole system. So I'll just lay it out so everyone knows their options at the studio. But so consultations can happen all year, regardless if our books are open and closed. And we do close our books so that we're not overbooked. So we're always booked either 3 or 4 months in advance, and we just close it so that everyone always has an opportunity, and new clients have the ability to come into our books, and we're not favoring just the first people who discovered us. So you can book a consultation anytime. Our books, when they open, we post in advance the time that it's going to be open, and we put a link for a form. So it's really easy. You just write everything down, submit it, we can view it, and then we do everything from there. So it really cuts back all the back and forth time that you need with messaging for us and you guys, right? No one likes doing that.
No one likes
you just want to
to
get to
do
the
that
good
at all.
part,
Yeah,
right? And so do we. So we have that, but also and outside of our bookings. So our bookings are more so for custom pieces, things that are going to have more, need more time, need more design time, need more intention. There's something maybe a little bit more about the experience of the memorial piece. I want to make sure we've set our time appropriately for it.
Yeah, that's right.
But we obviously have something for everyone. So we do have walk-ins as well as an option
So
for
you're
everyone.
walking off the street. How many walk-ins do you get during the day? Say, you know what, I just feel like a tattoo today. You know, you're going for a pack of gum, I need something to drink. Let's go get a tat.
You have no
many of that-
idea how often that actually happens. You have no idea. It is like
A lot of people come in just
Yes,
spur
a
of the
ton.
moment. They just got their tax, returns. Got some, mad money, as they say. Let's go spend it at Ritual Studio Tattoo.
Yeah, it happens a lot. The walk-ins are really popular, so we're regularly instating them again in November, Thursday to Saturday. So Rowan does the Thursday and Friday session and Saturdays, and then I join in for the Saturdays, so that there's 2 artists operating. We get as many people as possible because Saturdays are, that's when everyone's free.
That's
right?
when everybody's
So-
free, and that's why you
Yeah.
have the Halloween Flash event happening on Saturday, because all your
Exactly.
artists, it's calling all the artists on guard. Everybody's going to be, firing the tattoo, the ink, so to speak. Look at me trying to be all fancy with tattoo terminology.
Oh, that's too good.
But for anybody wanting to be a part of this Flash event, what is required? Because I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that this is probably going to have a long lineup on Saturday.
Yes, and we are prepared for that. So we have things for you guys. So it's over the line. So just so you guys know, we do plan on having someone who's running games, prizes. We'll be serving complimentary hot chocolate and coffee as well, because we know the weather is starting to turn and it's going to be colder, so we want to help everyone out. So we are going to have things to do in the line, so the wait is going to be just a straight up wait. And all you have to do is bring yourself in costume, hopefully, preferably.
In costume,
Yeah,
there
we
you
love
go.
that.
You heard it from Rox herself. Now, do you want them to come dressed in the theme of Alice in Wonderland?
They
or be
can.
anything?
Bonus points, because we do have a few little surprises that we haven't announced. We're going to announce a little bit closer to the event, but you'll want to be in costume.
You win some prizes. There you
Yes,
go.
there may
Nudge,
be a
nudge,
little
wink,
something,
wink.
something.
Now I know there's loot bags, Radical
Yes,
Gardens,
yes.
and how about just because chocolates?
Yes.
Providing some good loot. What are people walking away with?
Yeah, so we've collaborated with them. So Radical Gardens is going to be making Alice in Wonderland themed cookies. So some
nice.
fun cookies,
Yeah,
and then
lots of fun.
yes, just because chocolatiers, they're making us custom chocolates. Like, very excited about the flavor. Should I share the flavor profile, or should I keep it a secret? What do you guys
Well,
think?
I don't know. Maybe tease the profile a bit. Why not?
Okay, yeah. Well, the way they've made a strawberry filling dark chocolate shell teal motif chocolate specifically for the event.
Like, just because. If you haven't tried them before,
They're unreal.
This is a reason to get on down to the Halloween Flash event on Saturday. And again, it's 1 to 6. So, just putting this out there. If you want to get there
Oh,
early, because the lineup's probably going to start you think about 12:30? On Saturday for this?
probably 10
even
a.m.
earlier
I
than
say
that?
earlier.
At least 10
People
a.m.
Yeah.
camping out for tattoos
Yeah.
in the city.
Yeah, it might be quite a stack of people. So
Well,
yeah,
because the price
definitely.
point, people looking for the Flash, the Halloween Flash event. Talk about the price points. Is it $130 for a tattoo?
Yes, so we have 39 designs. So each of our artists, so Rowan, me, and MJ have designed for the event. Only me and Rowan will be tattooing at the event. MJ will be assisting because she's still an apprentice level. So yeah, she's just there for more of the exposure. Can't throw her into a flash event right away. That seems a little insane. But yeah, so our designs, they cost $130. But if you would like to play a little game and try out our mystery machine.
Yes, the mystery machine, which we're going to give a bit of a tease after we do our sponsor break tonight. Coming back, we're going to show you what this mystery capsule machine is.
Yes.
Now,
so
can you
if
give us a tease without giving it all away?
Yes. So it's a little capsule machine where basically you leave the decision to fate. So instead of
and you pick up what comes out of this machine.
Yes. So instead of $130, you get it to be $80, and you get one reroll permitted. So if you get a design and you're like, man, I'm not so sure, you get one more reroll for an extra $30, and you get to choose between those two designs, and that's it.
And that's it.
That's
so there's
it.
no going back to the
No
trough, as they
going back.
say, over and over again. So if you
Yes.
do the mystery machine capsule, which we'll show you, by the way, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You either take that design or you've got the re-roll for $30.
Yes, exactly. So, and it's all still a deal, regardless if you do the re-roll or not. It's all a deal.
Well, this is it. Yeah, you know what? I don't have a tattoo, but $130 is a reasonable price to get your first tattoo.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking, yeah.
Yes.
And again, you've been at it now 3 years and counting. 184 Third. Are you loving working downtown?
Honestly, really love the space. And yes, the space that we have, not to toot my own horn, but it's beautiful. Definitely come by and just drop by to just see it. All of us love going to work every day. Like you go there.
Well, you got to love your job.
Yes.
Right?
But
100%.
the space really adds. Like we got all the plants, we got it has beautiful 16-foot ceilings, I believe, and it's perfect gallery walls. So that is something that we are planning on expanding into. We want to have gallery showings of local artwork at the studio and have it so that people can view them during the walk-in hours. So if you're waiting for a walk-in and you want to check out the different art, then we have something available there. And I wanted to also mention something with the walk-ins, because some people don't know if they haven't been to us. You don't actually have to wait in line for the walk-ins. So how the walk-ins work for us is we have a queue system. And so you come in and we give you your spot number, and then we give you a call back and we give you an estimate about the time. So you come in, we say, hey, about 3 p.m. is when your time slot's going to be, but we'll give you a notice that it's your turn and you can start heading over to the shop. So it's extremely convenient. You just drop in, put your name in, go about your day, and then we call you up, and then you just
come back.
Yeah.
Hey, they're like, Jay Knowles, it's time for your tattoo.
Exactly.
I was just noticing up here too, Chris was wondering, what are the sizes like for the tattoos for this event?
So they are 2 inches by 2 inches, and depending if the proportions are a little bit longer, there's a couple of designs that have a little bit of a longer proportion. It's going to be 2 to 3 inches just to keep it proportionate, but it's a 2 by 2. Yeah.
Nice.
2 by 2. Now, Jay, what would you be picking up if you go for that next tattoo, or I should say, the mystery capsule machine? Yeah, are you willing to get another tattoo? That's the question.
Is that even a question?
I was about to say,
Is that even a question?
You're like,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Yeah,
There's always time for tattoos.
trying to-
Sorry, but can we block it out for my mom because she's really getting tired of this?
Your mom's shaking her fist at all.
Well, we got to convince my mom to get one with me, right?
Yes,
Matching
yes,
ones,
yes,
matchy
yes.
matchy.
I have a way with moms, they like my tattoos. So, whenever there's a mom that doesn't like tattoos and they see mine, they're like, oh, you know what, those are nice. I like that.
Well, we're gonna put that to the test.
Yeah. I'm
Test
down.
on
I'm
Saturday.
down. Yes, this Saturday. Bring
Jamie and
it.
I are going to be there for your grand opening of this Halloween flash event. And I do believe, Ronnie, he was a little birdie in our ear. We do have a video, a short 1-minute video. Ronnie, do you want to fire that video? All right, we're going to take you behind the scenes of Ritual Tattoos. you go. A bit of a sneak peek of what Roxaleta and her talented staff of artists, professional tattoo artists at Ritual Studio Tattoos can do. Now, I see you during the video, Roxaleta, seeing your own work, big smiles. Is it exciting seeing some of your works of art, when people showcase them in your books for people to see?
Well, I have to say, the smile was more about me being a proud mentor and seeing my apprentices and their work.
And their work.
Yeah.
And some of the detail, like the attention to detail.
I'm so impressed with them.
Like my art teacher, I've said this many times on the show, used to say it was like me drawing with mittens on. So my artwork, probably not designed to be a tattoo artist.
Yeah, so I have to admit.
It takes a very steady hand to do what you do.
Yes, it's a surgeon hand. If you can't do a perfect circle freehand and perfect straight line, sorry, don't do it.
Yeah,
Just
no
don't.
tattoos in
Yes.
there. But seeing like some of the is it the sleeve work there, like the detail, like how many hours go into some of these pieces?
A lot. Like a full sleeve, like wraparound. Sometimes it takes like 30 hours to do. Yeah, and so the longest sessions that I personally do is 7 to, I've gotten like 7.5 to 8. That's as far as I like to go. Because at that time, both of us are really done. Client and artist, it's like, that was a lot. See you next time, I'm never going to be the artist that does it for 10 hours. Like, kudos to them. Like, so much respect. Not me. So, yeah, we do a lot of really big pieces. I do a lot of really big pieces, mostly custom, large-scale work. I'm very interested in storytelling. So I really like doing work for people who, they don't necessarily have a put together vision, but they have a concept. They have, I want to get it based around this experience of mine. And I love going through a consultation process of like, okay, well, let's talk about it more. Let's talk about different symbols that may be, really important
You kind of
to
lead them toward maybe, what one choice and then maybe a couple other avenues of choice.
Well, and lots,
add your touch to it.
Yes, and lots of people, like, they're not artists. They're like, I really don't know what creative direction to take. They might have a vague theme even, but I love working with people where it's like, just give me the story, and I'm just going to follow where my mind goes and just tell you what images show up.
And that's where your professional creativity comes into play, takes you into, jumping into the career path of being a tattoo artist. Because at one point you're probably like, I could probably do, your art. Obviously your art probably came at a young age.
Yes, I was 2 years
young.
old with like a pencil in my hand.
And probably drawing the detail better than every other 2-year-old out there.
I was a very serious 2-year-old. Like, no one was going to disrupt me. I could draw for like an hour long. My mom was like, whoa, what are you doing? You don't sit still for anything
and then
except
when you
for
say
drawing.
you're going to be a tattoo artist, your mom's probably like, well, you know what? You might want to try doing something.
Yeah, you might want to
a little
try
bit,
being an
as they say,
engineer
normal.
instead.
Yeah, be an engineer. And of course, probably when you're engineering, you're probably, creating all these images in your head and mind.
I was, because I had briefly worked in Potash in Saskatchewan, so I was in Saskatchewan before Timmins, and I would literally draw things in the dust of the salt. Like, I was an artist. I took pictures of things and was like, look at that.
That would
that
make a
hoist
great
looks
sleeve.
amazing on this. I was such an artist during that time.
Do you have a lot of engineer tattoo clients now that have come in to see you afterwards?
Actually, yeah. I've had, I have someone recently came from Queen's University, which was the place I went to for school, and they're a mine engineer in Queen's University, and now they're a regular client of mine coming through, and a lot of my friends from university, I mean, everyone's into tattoos now. It's like, play the game of who doesn't have a tattoo.
Well, I don't. I don't. Well, but I could. And again, the Halloween last event. And again, for someone who doesn't have a tattoo like myself, you come down on Saturday, you wait in line. How long will these tattoos take for someone who's looking to, step in line and put the time in with you, fine artists?
So for the event, each tattoo should take about 15 minutes. So it's going to be, and we have a bunch of people working it, so we're making it as efficient as possible. So there'll be someone separate to stencil you, someone else to basically process you, then one of us, me and Rowan, will be the artist tattooing you, and then you're off on your way with your loot bag and everything. So it should be a really good, smooth process, and the line should be pretty steady.
And again, how many, this is the first time, how many do you think will take the mystery capsule machine as opposed to, coming in with their own design? Are you hoping more come and, take the game a chance?
Well, that's what I want. That's why I was like, I'll make it really special. $80. Our shop minimum is $100. So $80 is a real deal. And I think it'd just be fun, you know? I think it would be fun. And just seeing the responses from everyone, I think there's going to be actually a lot of people that go for it. Yeah.
And when they line up, the mystery capsule, obviously they don't know what's in there, but is there going to be a list laid out? This is what you could be pulling, so they're hoping to, draw it. I know there's a coin bag here, which we're going to show where the coins go.
Yes.
The mystery capsule machine, again, all a part of Ritual Studio Tattoos and their Halloween flash event, which is happening on Saturday. Again, 184 Third Ave. There, you're right next to Astrid's Bookkeeping, I do believe.
Yes, in the
Astrid's your
K9
neighbor.
pads.
And right between pads and Astrid. So there you go. Ritual Studio Tattoos is where it's at. And again, we're going to take a quick break. And you want to showcase this mystery capsule machine?
Absolutely. I'd love to show it off.
So we're going to take a quick break there, Ronnie. We're going to thank our sponsors, which this week we've got Ritual Studio Tattoos on board. And again, Roxalana, we appreciate having you into the studio, and we're looking forward to the Halloween Flash event.
Yes.
And we're going to be back with the mystery machine capsule and showing you what you're going to be walking into Saturday. Coming right up.
Moon's Exotic Animals and Supplies. Watch for the newest exotic pet store opening soon in the basement of the 101 Mall. Follow their Facebook page for their grand opening details. And the 5th annual Toke Street Haunted House gets set for Halloween at 395 Toke Street. This is going to happen this Saturday, in fact, for a sneak peek, 7 to 10 p.m. And, of course, Halloween night, 7 to 10. Admission is a non-perishable food item or monetary donation to the Porcupine Food Bank. And Frank now rents bins at Rubino's Petrocan in the 8, 15, and 30-yard bin size. Perfect for your next reno job. Call Frank now for your quote, 705-288-8027. And check out the Nano brand at Bella's Boutique, one of the hottest kids' fashionable brands, now online at bellasboutique.ca. Or stop in and browse Holly's selection at 75 Pine Street, South Timmins, or call 705-288-2352. And the Storm gets set for a Thursday night battle against the visiting Hearst Lumberjacks. 7 o'clock, we'll cram the Igloo at the Just Jordan Arena. Get your tickets now, and we'll see you there. It's still time to get a float in for the upcoming Santa Claus Parade, November 18th at 6 p.m. in your downtown. To put a float in, contact the BIA today, 705-264-8733. The deadline to register is this Friday. And Ritual Studio Tattoos is gearing up for a Halloween flash event this Saturday from 1 to 6 p.m. Stop in for the free choice tattoos for $130 or the mystery capsule for $80. Loot bags will be provided by Radical Gardens and Just Because. Hope you can join the fun at Ritual Studio Tattoos this Saturday at 184 3rd Avenue. And boost your business and win free promotion of your business with Gerona's Board & Kelly Lawyers with Week 17. Will you be this week's winner? We'll post the winners this Friday. And Canadian Tire Timmins now have new auto service hours for you, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 7, and they're now open on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Book your appointments now online at canadiantire.ca. And for scratch-made, flame-fired pizza, Neapolitan style, you go to Sparks Pizza, located at 206 3rd Avenue in your downtown. Also tag a business in our post for Sparks Up Your Lunch contest. Winners announced every Thursday with the winning lunch delivered to your office every Friday. It's still time to get a ticket for the NOE's upcoming Halloween bashes this Saturday, 1 to 3 for the kids, and Saturday night, 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. for the adults. Both parties at the Dante Club. Tickets available at Elfie's and Wicked Stuff. And for investments and life insurance plans or goals, you go to Sebastian Vermette Insurance and Financial Services, located 239 Wilson Avenue, or call Sebastian today, 705-264-4395. And DAP Cleaning Solutions, they've got some October openings this week for your carpet cleaning, strip, and wax jobs for your commercial units. Call Andrew N. for your free quote, 705-465-3500. Buying or selling? Contact Albert Seal today at Royal LePage and have have him seal your deal. 705-465-3493. And for the best freeze-dried treats and the biggest selection in the north, you go to Sweet Freeze in Timmins, located at Bella's Boutique, 75 Pine Street, South Timmins. Shop the tasty selection with Paul Doyen now, online at sweetfreeze.ca. Book your next bingo night this week and bring home the loot from Jackpot City Gaming. Stop in and play today at 251 First Avenue. And Dare classes are back in session with Dare Timmins at the Timmins Public Library. To inquire, visit the Dare Timmins Facebook page. And on the big screen this week, 5 nights at Freddy's, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. Tickets and showtimes at imaginecinemas.com. And the Porcupine Gold Kings play 3 times this week. Wednesday night against the Timmins Flyers at 8 at the MAC. And then on Friday, they play twice, 12:30 against those same Timmins Flyers at the Plex. And then 8 o'clock Friday night back at the barn against the new Lisker Lions. And for amazing hunting merch, you go to Amanda Lynn Mayhew's Facebook page and click the link to That Hunting Girl. And how about the PMHA putting out an important announcement this week for no cell phones or non-players allowed in the dressing rooms all season. In Midtown Bowl, they've got something for everyone. Book your Christmas and staff parties now, 705-267-3500. And do you have hair thinning questions? Ask Louise LaFont today at Look 140 because she can fix it. Call 705-267-7566 or go see her, 1427 Gatineau Boulevard. And do you need tires but have no money? Well, Masters Tire Timmins, they have a don't pay for 90 days policy in effect. Call now for your tire swap, 705-915-3745, or go see them at 440 Algonquin Boulevard across from Hollinger Park. And become a cash calendar sponsor with the Timmins Majors. Ron Holmes looking for you today to sponsor the calendar. Contact Ron Holmes and the Timmins Majors through their Facebook page.
And welcome back. Here we are, Studio 67 with Ritual Studio Tattoos, Roxalana, and of course our guest co-host tonight filling in for Klopp. We've got Jay Knowles from Iroquois Falls Fire Department in the building. So if anything goes aflame, we've got Jay here. And again, don't adjust your sets. He is giant. And again, it's the jaws of life. It's Jay coming after you. But again, we're chatting with Roxalana from Ritual Studio Tattoos, and we said after the break there, which we got to thank all of our amazing sponsors, the mystery capsule machine when people come to your Halloween flash event is right here.
Yes.
Looks like a gumball machine, but there's tattoos in there. Tell us
Yes,
about
we got
this.
tattoo candy in here. So this is the machine, and so when you go for this option, you will receive a token. And if you go for the reroll, you will receive 1 more token, but that's it. No more tokens, only 2.
You only get
That's
2,
it.
right?
That's
It's you get the 80, and then you add the $30 for the re-roll, and that is all. So this
That
is
is
loaded
it.
with what people are going to see on Saturday.
Yes. So to make sure everyone, to clarify, the 39 flash designs that we have that are free choice available, that's exactly what's in here. So it is the 39 designs here. So you can see them ahead of time on our Facebook page to see if any of them interest you, or if most of them interest you, then this is the option that you might want to take. So yeah, we can, would you like to select one design?
Well, let's select a design and see what happens. Yeah, so let's pretend I waited in line and I now handed you $80. So now I get a coin, right?
Yes, so now you get your first coin.
All right, so the first coin will be, let's see this.
Dun, 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 dun.
And what will it be? And there it goes. And this is what your first choice would be, right?
Yes.
Or my first choice.
This would be your first choice.
All right. And looks like
You got a lucky cat
a
paw.
lucky cat paw. A lucky cat paw.
Lucky you, getting the lucky cat
Want
paw.
to see what Jay would spin? Jay, do you want to spin
Oh,
for you?
all right, you get a
What do we
token
got?
now.
What do we got?
And what's Jay going to pull out there?
They're for strong children, I have to say. Like when I was
Are these soundproof?
They're Jay Knowles proof.
you gotta have real grip strength for that.
Now it looks bad. He just said I was a big guy and I can't even open this.
Yeah, jaws of life. He can't open up this little capsule.
Is that a bunny?
Yes,
Bunny?
you got the rabbit.
Ooh.
Yes, down the rabbit
So
hole
awesome.
it goes. There we
you
go.
Got the rabbits, and of course, what did you say? Mine
It was a lucky cat paw.
A lucky cat paw. And again, those are 39, one of the 39 selections. So how many of the same ones are in there? Is it?
So we have a layers, so there's only this twice.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So again, you're waiting in line. Chances are someone's going to pull a different capsule than.
Yes, yeah, there's very
person.
little chance for you to get a repeat through the capsule machine. Yeah, so you get a unique one. Everyone gets something
A
unique.
unique one, and
yes.
again, this is going to be a lot of fun. Halloween themed is Alice in Wonderland, so you are encouraged to dress your best in your Halloween attire. Come dressed as Alice, or you're going to be Alice.
Yes,
so.
I'm going to be Alice, yes.
And who are the other tattoo artists going to be dressed as?
So MJ is going to be Mad Hatter, so perfect for her, and Rowan is going to be a Cheshire Cat.
A Cheshire Cat.
Yes,
Nice.
the Cheshire Cat. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're all, honestly, all of us working it, we're just as excited. We're like, can we get a tattoo after? Like, let's tattoo each other.
Right? Well,
like,
how
yeah.
often do you do that? Do you say, here, try this design on me. I need you, I'll let you try something, different techniques and styles. Is that what you guys do?
I'm not a fan of being a scribble board personally.
Scribble board, no.
But I do have Rowan's graduation tattoo on me. So I
Okay.
did get tattooed at our Friday the 13th event. I was dressed up as the Tooth Fairy, so I obviously had to get the Tooth Fairy design.
Yeah.
So that was Rowan's little ritual initiation from apprentice to first level tattoo artist. So
Okay.
I am sure now that we are definitely going to be tattooing each other a lot more often. I already have plans. I already have things I want Rowan to put on me. So I'm excited.
Now, who is the best of the best when it comes out of all the? Obviously, you're all great in the craft of tattooing, but is there someone better at the fine person designs or more in-person detail when it comes to detail of like human eyes or faces and that kind of thing?
We all are at different levels. I am the mentor, so I'm doing the highest level stuff.
Okay.
But Rowan is going into doing sleeves now, like starting to go into that. And they like more of like the dark horror sort of theme or like more nerd culture type stuff.
Yeah.
But they're now in their training process, they're getting more into portraiture and black and gray realism and really amping up their artistry level, because on paper, like, amazing. It does not directly translate. You got to learn the new art form. It's very hard. So now we're going through all of the portraiture work that she can do on paper. Now it's translated on for tattoos. So she's at that level, and MJ is still apprentice level. So it's a little bit too early to dictate the style and tendencies, because you don't want to pigeonhole someone.
Still learning under your wing, and again, your craft, you said it puts a smile on your face seeing your little pupils, colleagues, picking up the craft and taking their reins and then showing, what they can do.
Yeah, like
and then they teach it to others.
Exactly. Yeah. I look forward to the day where they're doing something where I'm like, how did you do that? You need to show me that technique you just did. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for us just to all be artists on the same plane. Like that's the goal,
nice.
And
do you watch all those tattoo shows on HGTV?
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Do you compare yourself to some of those artists? Like, do you have a favorite tattoo artist out there?
On that show, I mean, Ryan Ashley, her stuff is unbelievable. Yeah. There's no way I compare myself to any of those people. They are like masters truly at their craft.
Masters at their craft.
Unbelievable.
But you're a master at your craft.
I am. But you're always learning. You're always mastering. I've been doing this for 4 years, and you know what? That's baby time in tattoo.
And for everybody, you're probably your worst critic.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
No doubt. The perfectionism
100%.
here, like, it's helpful, but sometimes she's not so helpful.
Everybody's always, critical of their own work.
Yes.
Right? Like, do you even do you go back and look at some of your old tattoos and go, oh, wow, what was I thinking back then?
Honestly,
like, you can see the improvement from day one's tattoo to, this week's tattoos.
I have to say I was far more critical while I was learning, like it was like, whoa, that's a mistake, that's a mistake. And then now when I look at stuff, I'm like, that was great. What was I so like, like I was getting so intense about that. And I'm like, no, this is actually good stuff. So I would say the criticalness diminishes because then you're like, you know what, I actually appreciate the journey. Like it, you know, like you can't just pick something up and just be perfect at it. That's, you know, you really do have to work.
You learn from one's mistakes. And again, if you make a mistake, you're going to correct yourself. And again, if someone has a tattoo that maybe wasn't, you know, at the time you thought it was your best work, maybe it was a so-so mediocre job, you know, come and get it fixed. And, you know,
luckily for
do
me,
your corrections.
Didn't ever.
You've never seen that.
Because I've always made sure that whatever I'm tattooing, I'm not pushing it too far. You know, like there's enough familiarity and there's an element that's different. So it's always going to be quality. Because with tattooing, there always has to be kind of someone at the end of it. And I respect that. And I respect that, yes, this may be my learning process, but they do get to carry it forever. And like I can't take advantage of that either. So I always made sure, and I make sure that with all of my apprentices as well, that we're leveling up appropriately, that whatever you're going to give them, they're going to really like it. You know, you're never going to give them a botched job. That's just something
you're getting 110% every single time. And again, that's where you need the hand of the surgeon when you're, you know, so you watch some of those shows and you see people who make comments saying, oh, it's just, you know, I could put a stencil on someone's arm and do exactly that. That's not the case.
Nah, it looks so much easier. People are like, oh, it's just tracing. And I'm like, have at her.
Yeah, have at her.
Get in the hot seat, my friend.
That's like, you know, going in, you know, changing the alternator at the mechanic shop or something, right? Here you go.
Yeah, here you go.
Have fun. Complaining about the labor rates, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly that. It really is skilled labor. You know, it's not something where you're like, well, I could just do it, or my buddy can just do it. No, that's not how it works.
See, I noticed here, I didn't catch the person's name because it flickered, but someone's willing to pay for you to get a tattoo, apparently.
Ooh, I like this proposition.
Yeah, it says,
Who said that?
I'm not sure. They'll have to go back, but it said that they were willing to pay if you would get one.
Hey, Charlene,
I'd have to go through some selections.
I seen it just with the kind of corner of my eye, and I'm like, I think he wants one. It's tempting.
We shall see, or it could be a mystery capsule.
Oh, could be.
Could be. That would be fun.
And again, you only get two choices with that one, so it's a 50-50 chance from your two spins. $80 and then plus the 30 re-roll, right?
Yes.
The re-spin.
The re-spin.
I should say. I know you were talking about, you know, one thing before we went to our sponsor break. You are, in fact, looking for a newer tattoo artist to come on board.
We have an open guest spot permanently. So I'm looking to invite out-of-town artists to come for a week or two to tattoo out of the shop. So I've actually had someone from New Brunswick come out, Erica Gertie Hickey. She came out, amazing guest, was amazing. First experience was awesome. And we're definitely looking out to get other people from outside the area because, you know, with tattoos, it's very personal. You want a lot of choice. Everyone is different. Their style is different. Their personality is different. Their background is different. And depending on what you want, it really matters. Like for me,
different visions.
Different visions. I'm a collector and all my tattoos are from different people because I specifically seek them out for the project I want. So I'd really like to open things up for people here and bring people that are from Toronto. Some people maybe even from South Korea.
Or people who talk about a certain tattoo artist when they're getting a tattoo in your shop saying, you know what, you should check out this person's work.
Yes.
Well, this is their chance to maybe fly up for a weekend and try things out.
Yes, and
there it is. It's Charlene, and she said that
Charlene
she'd like it to go live, though. She said.
Oh, I like
live
that.
tattoo.
Yeah,
Yes.
a live tattoo. This is so tempting, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah, no ink on me whatsoever. But you never know. Stranger things have happened on this show. Look at Klomp now. He's got hair now. That's one of the stranger things. But he looks good with a head of hair. I could have a tattoo. You know, the show evolves one episode at a time. Yeah, I very well could get a tattoo. Jay, he's looking for his umpteenth one. Right?
There looks like there's been a lot of comments too, though, that they're going to go down and check it out, which is great to see.
That's it.
So I'm hoping it's a an amazing event for you.
Oh, it will be.
Yeah.
We're just excited. Like I said, everyone who's working the event is excited about being there, excited to see it all together.
We're talking about it,
Yeah,
for
it's-
weeks now,
yes.
months of preparation for this.
Yes, it's been really awesome. And like we all love the designs. Like we've been like, can you tattoo this one on me and that? Like we're excited. We're so excited and like we're gonna have a good time. So yeah.
It's going to be a big time and a lot of fun this Saturday. Again, 1 to 6. It's Ritual Studio Tattoos and their Halloween Flash event. And again, all the tattoos in the mystery capsule machine and the ones that they choose are the capsules, the 15 minutes, or all the tattoos on Saturday? 15
all
minutes?
15 minutes. Yeah,
Okay.
it'll take 15 minutes.
So 1:30 for, I guess, the main design, if you go in there with a specific design in mind. And then, of course, the capsule, which, you've got 2 spins with it.
Yes.
2 coins, 1 coin for 80, and if you don't like that choice, you've got $30 for the respin, and then you got to pick one of the 2.
You gotta pick. Yeah.
So there you go. And is that all taxes in there? $80?
Yeah, yeah.
$30?
Yep. It is a flat 80. There is no added anything to it. Just 80, then the 30, and that's all.
And of course, the loot bags, got to give a
Yes,
shout
the
out
loot
again,
bags.
just because chocolate's going to be there for everybody handing out. I guess quantities last. Right?
Yes,
'Cause
yeah,
it
once
could
it's
be
done.
thousands of people waiting in line on Saturday. So get there early.
Yep.
Yes, keep in mind, we are 2 people who can only tattoo so many people. So if you want in, please come early.
And that's it. And if you're thinking 15-minute blocks, the first 2 that's half an hour right there. So get there early. And you say people are going to be camped out there 9, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, probably.
Saturday morning
Yeah.
along Third Avenue. Again, 184 Third Ave is where they're at, smack dab between Pads K9 and Astrid's Bookkeeping.
Yes.
Is where you're at. Again, Roxalana, thanks so much for joining us here.
Oh, thank you so
In
much.
Studio 67 from Ritual Studio Tattoos. And again, our main guest host tonight, Jay Knowles from Iroquois Falls and the Iroquois Falls Fire Department. It was First Responders Day back on Sunday, so
It was.
we acknowledged you at the Just Jordan Arena back on Sunday and all your colleagues.
It was. It was a good event. Firefighter, and I'm 41 and still don't know what I want to do with my life. I'm a supply teacher as well,
Okay.
and I work with special needs. So it's
that's
I'm all over the
awesome.
place.
I
I'm
love
all over the
that.
place.
Jack of all trades,
Yeah.
master of all of them, Jay. And we love running into you at all the Storm games. Which,
sure.
there's one tomorrow. It's Halloween
is.
night at the Just Jordan Arena.
So what are you dressing up as?
Ooh, I don't know. I might put a blonde wig on and go as Klump. I'll go as Klump tomorrow night. Yeah, they take on the Hearst Lumberjacks. So again, 7 o'clock at the Just Jordan Arena. If you're headed to the Falls, we know Jay's going to be there. We always run
Yep,
into Jay
I'll
there.
be there.
And for Roxalana, if you want to meet Roxalana dressed up in her Halloween attire, it is Saturday, 1 to 6. Alice in Wonderland, Ritual Studio Tattoos. Roxalana, again, thanks so much for sharing your craft with us here tonight on Kins and Klump.
Awesome. Thank you so much for
Yes.
having me over. This was really fun.
Lots of fun having you in the studio. And is there any last parting words for anybody wanting to reach out to you for a consultation or just coming out to that Halloween Flash event Saturday?
Yeah, come out, vibe check us at the event. Definitely come out to the walk-ins to see, check out the shop, check out us, and feel free to have a consultation. And when our books open up in February, get ready to bring your tattoo in.
Get ready to bring your tattoos in. All right. What an amazing night again. Ritual Studio Tattoos. Again, right down the street from us, 184 Third Ave. Go see Roxalana and her amazing tattoo staff and the artists who are going to be mastering their crafts this Saturday. Again, the Halloween Flash event. And always, like always, a big thumbs up to Ronnie firing the buttons behind us. And again, Jay Knowles for joining us from Iroquois Falls. And once again, Roxalana from Ritual Studio Tattoos. Have yourselves a good night. And Klump, we got word he'll be back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, same channel. And we'll see you then. And again, have a good night. Thanks for watching.
I can fall and lose it all, but I don't mind tonight. Everything is what's inside